Welcome everyone. So I see it appears that, thank you, Nicholas. If you're talking to me, that is. Everything's about me. Not at all. So I wanted to, good evening, hello, morning, whatever. So I have been thinking about this for a while, especially more recently when I was reading about the requirements for monetization. And I'm the kind of guy that really despises the system. I really hate playing the game. I don't like sucking up to people. I don't bow either. My loyalty, as I've said before, is with Jesus Christ, and it will not be to a system. My loyalty will not be to the money. I'm not going to withhold what I care about. I'm not going to play the game. So I've been wondering how long my journey will be. Yeah, they were making just as much, by the way. So, like he said, it's not about money. Okay? But I've just been thinking about how it is that we can have a system where we can speak, no call to action of violence, obviously, right? None of that. But we can speak in ways that are non-threatening. We're not threatening violence. We're just speaking truth. And obviously, people that adhere to, well, when somebody's master is Satan, they're going to call the truth a lie. This is how they operate. So, you gotta recognize that. But what is it? What can we do? Yeah. 18 minutes, 16 minutes, I was on the phone with my mom. I was wishing my mom a happy birthday and catching up with her. So, I had this goal of making it to 1,000 subscribers, so that I could have super chat capabilities. But then I saw what was required, and then also what would potentially disqualify you. And I'm not naive. I know that if certain people in charge of the YouTube magic that run the show, if they caught wind and were made aware of what it is I'm doing, thank you. What it is that I'm doing in shutting down the mills, MILLS. See, I'm okay with code. Like, if I had to go shutting down if I had to do that, that's fine. Like, that doesn't, I'm all right with that. As long as you know what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about the abortion mills. So I know that even if more and more people were like totally on board with this, eventually there would come a time where I would be demonetized. I wouldn't be able to live stream, but that's not the only thing this channel is going to have. I want to do Bible studies. I want to teach people how to study the Bible. I want to do live stream counseling. I want to do all sorts of things. And I know that being able to be supported financially, enabled to do that, is part of what makes that work. Especially if I were to do this more of a full-time kind of thing. That's fine. Thanks for being here. So I have been thinking about this. Obviously it's the largest platform. Obviously, the most people are on it. It's the easiest way to get recognized. And if you go to another platform, you're going to have a much smaller pond to work with. That doesn't necessarily matter, because really what you need is, you just need people that get it. You need people that value, that contribute to the things that they value, and contribute to each other. It doesn't have to be monetarily. It can be all sorts of support. So for instance, as I've said before, for Operation Baby Landlord, I'm not asking for financial support for that. Nate's hilarious. I'm not asking for financial support for Operation Baby Landlord. I am asking for volunteers. I will, but I don't know how to do that from an iPhone while I'm in my car. Ignoramus. He streams from his house. It's different. I know I could do it on a computer with the setup. I don't know how I could do that from an iPhone while I'm in my car, which is the most convenient method for me at this time. We're talking about demonetization, Nate, and what our alternatives are and how we're going to handle this situation. Owen has talked about how he has a revenue stream, right? Oh yeah. So at 7:30 p.m. ish, there could be a delay, but 7:30 p.m. CST, there's going to be another live stream tonight, and we are going to be discussing, in the most simple possible terms, how a human can be saved. I didn't work an hour late. So tonight's stream is going to be about salvation, simply put. So if you don't understand it fully, you want to get further clarification, you'd like to join in the conversation, whatever the case, that's what tonight's stream is going to be about. There will be a handful of us, possibly up to 5, maybe even an extra person, we'll see. And then my wife and I will be streaming on Sunday evening, and that will be, I didn't mention the topic that we're going to be discussing, but my wife and I are going to be doing a live Q&A on how, because we have a lot of experience, on how to find a church that doesn't make you want to jump out the window, or something. So that's what we're going to be streaming on Sunday evening. So stay tuned for the hour on that. I'd like to announce that there has begun an incentive. Sing Along Bear started an incentive to get me, to encourage me to do a rap impersonation of Eminem when I get to 500 subscribers. So I'm gonna set a goal. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking, this is a lot of information. I'm back to back, bam, 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 bam. I'm not over caffeinated, so I'm able to be slightly more focused. And the hat constricts my skull keeping the juices all together. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. It's all good. Sometimes I wonder about all this. I'm talking about the traffic, guys. I'm talking about the traffic. All right, so when I get to 500 subscribers, so currently, she's pitched in. We need to set a goal, a financial goal. I'm going to take one of Eminem's songs, I'm going to rewrite the lyrics, and then I'm going to rap it live. So I'll have to like memorize them. And I kid you not, I'm gonna need some major encouragement. That'll be way more fun. Yeah, it'll be way more fun because Nate's gonna be there, right? So anyway, when I get to 500 subscribers, and just throw some numbers out there. What do you think should be the financial goal to motivate me to rewrite an Eminem song and perform it live without music, a cappella Eminem? 50 cents? Freddie, I'm gonna remember you, Freddie. I'm gonna remember you. I mean, how much would it take for you? How much money would you want to publicly embarrass yourself and the effort of rewriting an Eminem song? And I'm gonna do a good job. I know how to write lyrics. Like, you have no proof. You have no proof of that at all, but I happen to be a creative guy. I've written poetry and stuff like that. It's been a long time. 50 cent. I got you. It was a joke. Haha. So Nicholas Brown says 300. Well, it's a 500 subscriber challenge / incentive or whatever. So I think that's good. And here's what I'll do. I don't want to expose, because it's not necessarily fair to just expose what people are contributing, but I will give you a grand total weekly until I'm getting closer to the 500 mark. I went from 150 to 250 a lot faster than I thought I would, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, so yeah, the 250 subscriber incentive was doing a Q&A with my wife, which will be happening this Sunday, and we will be discussing how to find a church that gets it. Yeah, good job, Nate. Nate's a smart guy. He's like one of the most underrated YouTubers. Just saying. I mean that sincerely. All right, so let's go back to the topic of demonetization, because that's the title, and that's what some of you are here to hear and talk about, and all that. So Owen was demonetized, and he's been talking about, I know it's going to happen, guys. I know it's going to happen. 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 Guys, it happened. Right? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. So it happened. And shouldn't surprise anybody, the question, because I'm a pragmatist. Okay, problem, solution. So stream.me, yeah, that's one of them. There's another streaming situation out there that I can't. Stream.me is dead. There's one that hasn't started yet at all. It's in the works, and I can't remember what it's called. But it looks interesting, and they are all about open message, not restricting just basic, just the law, whatever's basically the law. Anti-hate speech, like anti-hate speech, if that makes sense. I don't know. There's another website that's out there. I don't remember what it is. But they're not done yet, so it's not relevant. I honestly have no idea of the cost involved in the servers. I mean, I could take a wild guess. So I had talked about this a while back, and I said, I have an idea. You do a streaming service, but you like there's no storage, like 7 days, like a 7-day storage. It's all live stream. It's all live stream. And the old stuff just drops off. It just falls off a cliff. So you have like, I don't know, 500 terabytes. That would be like, 500 would be, I mean, I feel like you could do 500 terabytes for a couple $1,000s, right? And then you have to pay for the, I know I'm saying right. I'm sorry. Then you pay for the broadband. That's really, you know, enterprise level broadband obviously is it's all about the bottleneck. That's especially when you're live streaming and you're trying to handle that. You need a massive throughput. So I get it. I explain everything Devin gets wrong. Ugh, Nate. You better apologize, Nate. Just kidding. Nate gets it, guys. Nate's one of my biggest fans. If you haven't noticed, I say that with gratitude. I say that with gratitude. And I'm a fan of his. He's a smart guy. So he's not just a wise guy. He's a wise guy. He's a wise guy, but he's a smart guy too. Yeah, Baldy Locks gets it. Pretty much, if you see a wrench on my channel, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. We just need to talk. Like if you're like, I feel like I should have a wrench. It's fine. Feel that way. We haven't talked. Like, let's talk. I don't know what the maximum upper limit of wrenches is. I'm sure at some point it gets really absurd. But wrenches are for people that get it. But not just, like, for instance, I don't know if Robert has been in tonight, but Robert and I, I'm hoping he does the stream with us tonight. I really appreciate Robert. Comes from a very different perspective, and he will call something out in a heartbeat, and that's the kind of people I want. People that have a different perspective. Sing-Along Bear. That's why Sing-Along Bear got a wrench, because she called me out on something, and she wasn't wrong, and I was like, yeah, that's what's up. So yeah, that's what's up. So make your announcement, dude. Just make your announcement. Yeah, good. It's awesome. That'd be great. That would be great. So I believe you, Freddie. That is Freddie, right? Yeah. Had this little situation going on. Little bit of situation. So demonetization. We need solutions, and here's part of it. This is what I wanted to mention. Supporting each other by seeking out a way to show that support. That can be a kind email, that can be a PayPal situation, whatever it is. Showing that we are supporting each other And by the way, I looked for comments and I saw no prayer requests, which really surprised me. That means that either people are insecure about putting a prayer request online, which I'm not going to blame you for that at all. I'm accessible. You don't need to pay. Please, for the love of God, don't PayPal me a prayer request. That's just, I'm not into that idea at all. But you can message me. That'd be fine. But I asked for you guys to share prayer requests if you have anything going on, because I just wanted more. I want to be able to pray for you guys. That's all there is to it. So do that, but don't send me money with a prayer request. That makes me feel really strange. So anyway, the super chat thing, the monetization, I think we all hate ads. It would be in listening to Owen and all of a sudden there a commercial pop up. I don't think we like that anyway. However, I think most of us would agree that we love. Yeah, Nate, I will pray for that. This is not a contest. That is fine with me. So, the members chat. I think the members chat is great. I do. I think it's great. Once it gets so big, you need a members chat. And then once the members chat, the members chat was getting kind of big. Even the members chat was. There's probably, think about this. There is probably 800. That's my estimate. I think that there's probably about 800 members. And you multiply that by 5, that's $4,000. And that's $4,000 that just drops off. He is now in limbo. And that, although he's not dependent on it, it's frustrating because it's about expectations too. You might not need it, right? He says he doesn't need it, and that is more than likely true. But it's about expectations too. See, we are, as humans, we have equilibrium. And don't mysticize that word. We have something, equilibrium is the best word that I can think of. We have a norm. We have our normal expectations, our day-to-day life. It's the rut of our brain, okay? I'm speaking in pure physical terminology, not in some type of spiritual. So we have our normal expectations, and when something new happens, it's really messed up. So obviously, Owen is doing, I know Vox and Owen are working on something, and I've been suspicious of what that is. And by suspicious, I mean, I think I know what it is. I'm stopped. No hands on the wheel if I'm not moving. I like to talk with my hands. What's up, hippie chick? And hello to everybody else. I haven't necessarily had a chance to read every name. I imagine you all aren't here just to hear your own name. But I do like to say hello, especially to names I recognize, and to new names I don't recognize. It is what it is. Raider Bear. That's a new one. But what's up? So, moving on. Owen contained himself really well, and he's in the zone right now, and that's admirable. And we need to band together, support each other, and show that we can. So I want to mention something that there's a reason why this select tiny group of people that are in the top, there is a reason why that is the way that it is. And it has to do with a synonym of nepotism. It has to do with keeping it in the group. Yeah, in group preference. And to some degree, that obviously is effective. Obviously, it works. I don't know what the C word is getting used in the chat for. In-group preference obviously works. That's all I'm saying. Get my point? What my point is for those of us that are getting it, and we know that there is only one way, and this is what our stream tonight is going to be all about, how to be saved. Salvation. And for those of you that already get it, this is going to be a primer. This is going to be a way for you to hone your skills and to be able to very easily, possibly 60 seconds or less, be able to describe how to be saved to anybody. That's the purpose of tonight's stream. Okay, and for anybody that's curious about what it even means to be saved, what you're being saved from, and how to get there, and all that good stuff. So I'm saying that there needs to be more networking. There needs to be a way for, if you need a lawyer, you go to a bear. If you're looking for an artist, I know there's at least five artists. You need an artist, you go to a bear. If you need a video editor, you go to a bear. I mean, there's got to be at least 3 high quality ones. Kodiak, I believe, does some of that. Coddington obviously does that. The REM the clock is ticking, but I don't know if I'm back yet. Thank you. Thanks. I'm glad I'm back. If anybody has questions, I don't know Owen personally, but I do have a master's in clinical psychology, and I can help you understand where he's coming from. I think pretty well. Most of the bears that have been watching for long enough can anyway. Especially the Christians. The Christians really get it. Like, you gotta remember, we're human beings. We're human beings, guys. He's a human being. We're human beings. But anyway, I'm gonna do the stream in about somewhere in the neighborhood of 45 minutes to an hour. So check this out. I don't know if I got to show you. I know, yeah, right here. Right there, that one right there. You can't really see it. Let's see. Cherokee. That is Cherokee. Can you see it without a glare? Is that gonna work? Yeah. That's my Cherokee. You can't really read it. I know it's super blurry. Front-facing camera. But it is what it is. It's my hat. It's my hat, friends. It's my hat. I don't wear it very often. But it is what it is. I'll see you guys shortly. We're going to talk about the most important subject in the universe here in about an hour. And we will see you. And in regards to demonetization, demonizing, we need a solution. And part of that solution is in-group preference, finding a way to find a bear that does something that you need. And we need a master list of all the things that the bears are capable of doing. And we need to support each other. And that's how we beat, that's part of how we beat the deplatforming, demonetization game. Part of how we do it. Master list bear. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for being here. If you want to support and you find value here, then my PayPal link is in the description. I may never get monetized. I may never get monetized regardless of following all their rules, because the things that I stand for. Because I say that Jesus Christ is the only way to heaven, and because I say that I'm going to be getting abortion mills shut down. Crisis of conscience. So for those reasons, I may never get monetized. So I don't need to rely and look forward to Super Chat, especially if it may never happen. So for those of you that have supported me, thank you. I don't think that you understand how helpful it is, but it is. And my family is thankful. My wife is thankful. My kids have no idea. They don't have to acknowledge any of the struggle. Thankfully, they're sheltered from the struggle. But I am thankful. I appreciate it, and I'm going to keep on doing the same thing and more. I'm going to keep doing more. So I appreciate all of your support. Speak the truth in love and read your Bible. And see us in the live stream tonight.